Hi, Ray Hayden here, and this is a test just for me. I'm testing the procedure. I'm capturing video. I'm going to edit the video, burn the final file, and upload it to YouTube. But I'm going to make some technical notes really just for me. And again, this video really is just for me to make sure that I can get the quality of video, the procedure done, upload the video, and then view the video on YouTube and make sure that it looks of good enough quality, sight and sound for our purposes of what we're doing. Very, very close to, I've made a lot of progress in the procedure, a lot of progress in the file formats, and a lot of progress in the procedure of how to upload the videos that is the best looking video that we can have and work with. I made some changes, again, this is all just for me, but I've made some changes to the system, and this is the latest setup of the video production system. I'm using the Canon XH-A1 camera, and I am looking off to the side here, I'm looking at the digital video recorder, which I had mounted to the hand strap of the camera, but I couldn't see the faceplate of the digital recorder. The faceplate allows me to see that it's recording and that what the status of that device is. So I really want to see that information. It's like looking in the viewfinder of your camera. You want to see that information, make sure you get the framing right and everything else. I want to be able to take a glance over and look at my digital video recorder and make sure everything's fine and dandy there. Otherwise, I'm wasting time. The lights are the same. The camera, like I say, is now the 16:9 Canon camera. I moved the digital video recorder off to the side, and I don't think I made any other changes other than the actual placement of the sound baffles and where I sit have been kind of tweaked to try to get the best distance from the camera. Because the camera, by the way, is also set up fully automatic. I have the camera making all the decisions for me, and I've been pretty happy with the choices that Canon's been making for me. Kudos to Canon. I like Canon equipment. I also like Panasonic equipment, but this Canon camera has been awesome for me for a very good number of years, and I'm very, very happy with it. Anywho, the system looks like it's all set up to how I want it to go. But the latest change that I've made is the digital video recorder. I didn't change the video recorder, I changed how it records. I can record and capture the video in several different formats, and one of the formats is RawDV. I've always looked at that on the selection sheet. There's or selection screen. There's RawDV, AVI1, AVI2, and that's AVI Type 1 and AVI Type 2. And really, the AVI Type 1 and Type 2 is in how they mix the video and the audio signals. And this is a Windows proprietary sort of, not really proprietary, I mean, it's a Windows kind of thing. And then, of course, Macintosh or the Apple formats are there. A couple other formats are available for recording, and a couple of HD options that don't really work very well because of the camera I'm using and because I'm using FireWire, which ironically is an Apple kind of thing anyway. The RawDV file, however, I was working with that last night in a different test, and I was blown away by how fast the rendering happened. The rendering is the creation of the final video product. The way to get the best video is to shoot video, capture the video in a format such as RawDV, which is what I'm doing now, and then work with that RawDV in that format, and then go ahead and burn the final video in the same format. So you're not really, you're not losing much quality. You're doing the least amount of manipulation with the material as you can. In fact, you think that, okay, well, I captured the video, and if I was using a tape, I would have to take the tape, and I would have to capture that into a hard drive. Now, if I did that, I would be taking the video file and I would be decoding it and re-encoding it into the computer. So I'm actually losing a generation of the file. Now, because it's digital video, in theory, you're not supposed to lose much of the data or much information out of it, but in reality, you sort of kind of do. The thing about this particular thing, and it says DTE, I'm looking at the letters on the thing, it says DTE, and the DTE is direct to edit. What happens is I'm capturing a video directly to this portable hard drive which is proprietary for video. And then I take this and I actually connect it directly to my laptop computer, and I don't transfer the files. I leave them right where they're at. I go into the editing software. I edit the video right from this hard drive, and but I'm not moving it. I'm using the video files and the information from these video files. I do my editing, adding titles, do any transitions I want to do or whatever, and then I tell the computer, go ahead and render the final product. And when it's doing that, it's basically, at that point, it's going to take these video files and copy them over, mixing them in with whatever edits that I do, and then I'm only going down one more generation. From that point, now I get the best looking video that I can possibly have at that point for viewing on my own computer, or if I was to take that video file, put it on some kind of disk or other, I guess, portable package, like take it to another, put it on a thumb drive or a portable disk or something like that. Then I can take the video and it'll be absolutely, that is the original final version, and it's one generation down, and it should look very, very good. For YouTube, however, I have to upload the video to YouTube, and the YouTube servers work their magic on it, and they have their way with the files, and they do whatever they need to do to put it how they want it to display on the YouTube network. Now, the videos that I've been putting on there, testing with and playing around with, I've deleted almost all of them. I think I did delete all of them. Pulled them off of YouTube because, you know, they were tests. It was just tests, and who needs to be watching that? This video will end up getting yanked off of YouTube too. Once I know and everything's okay and everything else, I'll pull this one back off of YouTube too. I'll make another video to show how I did it, and I'll leave that one on there because I want people who are into video and video production and everything to see what I did, how I did it, and kind of understand why I did it, and that I'm using equipment that I already had. I didn't do anything special. I didn't go out and buy anything else. I just basically used everything that I already have. If I was to do it from scratch and I had a big wallet just chock full of cash, maybe I would go and buy some things and do things differently, but I really want to show that you can get the job done with the equipment that you already have. Anyways, so with that, I'm going to take this video. It looks like it's got 7 minutes into this clip right now. That's a pretty good length. Again, it's just a test for me to make sure that I can get the process down. And at the end of the video here, let me go ahead and restate that. It's capture the video, edit the video, burn the final product, and then upload that to YouTube in the most effective way I can. And the way I'm doing that is I'm capturing the video to RawDV. I'm editing it right there on the laptop, so I'm not making any changes to the video file. I'm going to burn the video file to RawDV, which means it shouldn't change anything with the file. The file should be exactly the same all the way through. And then when I upload it to YouTube, and YouTube has its way with it. One last thing on that is, as far as the video quality, on a YouTube that's on a video that's on YouTube, in the lower right-hand corner, I'm sorry, it is, and I'm pointing the wrong direction, right? Because I am. That's a mirror image I'm looking at. In the lower right-hand corner of the video window, there is a circular device or a circular icon that looks like a gear. If you click on the gear-looking thing, that's the tool to select the level of video quality that you want to look at. These videos will probably not be HD, but they will have the option of 480p, and that should automatically be selected for you because YouTube is going to select the best video that it thinks your system can watch, and based on the best quality video that I have uploaded. And when, like I say, when they have their way with it, 480p should be the best one. It will look excellent in the video window on YouTube, and it will look absolutely excellent on the website, on my website. If you make it a larger video screen, the biggest video screen you can make it is full screen. My goal, and you'll see some artifact or whatever, you might, if you look around my eyes, you might see some digital artifacts or whatever along my shoulder line. You might see anytime I have something that's, if I hold something up, like here's my microphone connection here, if you zoom in on it by making it full screen, you might see some digital artifacts. If I move it around a little bit, you might see some digitization that's not necessarily clear when you make it full screen. But at the regular size video window, it should look just fine. Again, with that, this is right at about the 10-minute mark. I'm going to wrap this up, take it to the editor, and see how that works. So